As Dean of the Faculty, I see that the strategic plan is just this ideal little contact point for all of us to start to just do a bit of an assessment every time we make a decision. We have an enormous responsibility for the work that we do with some of the key industries within this province, in training students, interacting with our communities. And it's always nice to just be able to step back and just test the ideas that we're coming up with, the decisions that we're making, and really that is part of the strategic planning process. We've had this remarkable timeline of success within our faculty, but I think it's always good for us to just take a moment, step back, and this does become the roadmap for the kinds of things that we do want to do in the next 5 years. As part of the strategic planning process, we started to talk about some very clear targets, objectives, things that we could measure, and we have the first 4 that are very specific to what it is that we want to do. The first one talks about developing a process, a very clear, a very thoughtful process for making budgetary allocations. We're thinking about how we create a hub for our people to work more closely together. We are a very integrated faculty. We have this wide array, a wide spectrum of disciplines, but sometimes people don't know enough even about what individuals are interested in within the faculty. So this whole idea of letting people come together to realize some of those opportunities. The university is very focused. We're very focused on clarity and what the learning outcomes are going to be for our undergraduate program, so that there's a very clear understanding of the competencies that students are going to come out of their programs with. And probably the most complicated one is to start talking about some of those key priority areas within our faculty. The university has gone through a signature area process. We're going to take a different tack, but we're going to start to work on how we actually identify those key areas that we want to focus on within the faculty. So the areas of opportunity that we started to think about as we even got into the idea of crafting a strategic plan, it was about the things that our faculty is engaged with, whether it's food security or the environment, the way that people interact in their communities, the whole idea of a bioeconomy. These are things that are of interest to every part of Alberta, certainly from an economic standpoint, from a social standpoint, and the broader aspects of the environment. And we knew we had to start to craft a plan to think about how we could respond, how we could actually make a contribution to these important areas that will be so critical for the future of Alberta. The 3 goals that the faculty strategic plan has come up with speak in very specific areas: enhancing the student experience, increasing connections to our community, and turning science into solutions for the public good. I think the most important outcome that's come from the strategic plan is indeed crafting that future. We have such amazing people, we have great infrastructure. We're in the middle of all of the questions that citizens are asking within our province and across Canada, and now we have a way forward, almost a map to follow us through to say, these are the things that we need to accomplish, these are the things that we have control of, that we can actually deliver on those outcomes that we're talking about.